to the City Boy government 2023. 16 days. You see, I call it 16 days because it is almost close. The time that we have been waiting for is almost close. So that's why I say 16 days. Because when you do the calculation, you will see that it's almost 16 days to go. It's almost 16 days to go, 16 days to the City Boy government. I call it City Boy government because Baba Tinubu is the man of the moment. You see, just like I've been trying to explain every time, it is what is going to happen that will make everybody to know that Baba Tinubu is the City Boy. Are you getting me now? That after all the challenges, Baba Tinubu is going to emerge, as the next president of the country, as the next president of Nigeria. You understand me? So there is no two ways about it. That is why people like us that understand, we know what we are doing, and we are not wasting our time on these noisemakers. Over the past days, we have seen so many stories, so many things have been uncovered or discovered, so many secrets have been exposed, so many sabotaging have been exposed, because that is how it's meant to be. Are you getting me? It is the government that is going to bring development. It is the government that is going to bring prosperity. So what we know is that the challenge that is coming is to make you understand that change is about to happen. Something big is about to happen. And the only person that can bring that development, the only person that can bring that change is Baba Tinubu. I'm telling you. Are you getting me now? That is why they are trying to conspire against the City Boy. But it's not working. The City Boy movement. 16 days to the City Boy government 2023. There is no other government that we want than the City Boy government. You see, when I see other people making noise, they are just too small to be making noise. You see, I was looking at the history of what happened with Azikiwe and the Awolowo. You see, the NCNC and the Awolowo something, whatever. All those stories that happened in the past. The Azikiwe story, the Arewa story, like the Fulani people story with Awolowo story. It is something that reminded me of what happened in the past. You see, we all know that story. At a point, when the people, they were sitting down in Asaba, waiting for Azikiwe to come and have this meeting, to come and have their discussion in Asaba. After Azikiwe called for that meeting in Asaba, we all know what happened. After the election, the Azikiwe group party, they got a lot of votes. The Awolowo people, they got their own vote, but just that the vote was not enough to form a government. Are you getting me now? So they needed a collabo. They needed like an alliance to form a government. So ordinarily, you will expect the Azikiwe and the Awolowo group to come together because they were the one that got the highest. The Arewa group or the Fulani group or whatever, they got a little bit less vote. So ordinarily, you will expect that the Awolowos and the Azikiwe, they will come together to form alliance that will eventually give birth to a government. But you see, that expectation was high. And Azikiwe called for that meeting in Asaba. When Azikiwe called for that meeting, he called the Awolowo and they then go and have a meeting, in Asaba to discuss how they are going to form a government because they had the majority. Are you getting me now? So the Awolowo group, all of them seated in Asaba waiting for Azikiwe to come. All of a sudden, Azikiwe disappointed them. Azikiwe sabotaged them. Azikiwe went all the way to the north to take advantage of the people in the north, thinking that the people in the north, they are illiterate, thinking that the people in the north are people that can be deceived. That is what happened. Azikiwe went to the north to form a government with Ahmadu Bello. We all know what Ahmadu Bello said about the Igbos. about Azikiwe. Are you getting me now? So Azikiwe went to the north to form a government, with the people that got lesser votes. And because even the north, they are wise, they relegated him and gave him a post that was not relevant. You see, that is why when you hear them tell us a story that, oh, it was the British people that hand over Nigeria to the Fulani people, that story was wrong. It has always been the Igbos, especially Azikiwe, because it's not this generation of Igbos. So I'm not going to say it's this generation of Igbos, but it has happened before in the past. It was Azikiwe that hand over Nigeria to a situation that we are today. Azikiwe, Agu Ironsi, they are the ones that hand over Nigeria to this situation. And today, they are the people that complain the most. Today, they are the people that think that they are the one that is going to fix Nigeria, when they are the one that put Nigeria in this situation. It's about to happen. It's about to happen again. But this time around, this will be detrimental. The decision, the activities of these same people is going to be detrimental. And that is the truth. Are you getting me now? So when you always hear the, most especially the IPOP Biafra people, they always say, oh, it is Fulani that is spoiling Nigeria. It was the British people that hand over Fulani to Nigeria to Fulani. It's a lie. It has never been British people that hand over Nigeria to the Fulanis. It was an Igbo man, Azikiwe, who caused the problem today in Nigeria. And it's about to happen again. But this time around, it's going to be detrimental. Because everybody, every ethnic group in Nigeria, today, they understand the predicament of the problem that we are facing in Nigeria today. You understand me? There are a lot of people that have begun to understand what is the problem. They say something will not happen to you a second time without you learning. You understand me? Something will not happen to you a second time without you learning. The major question is that, why is it that Azikiwe did not form the alliance with Awolowo? Why is it that Azikiwe refused to have the alliance with the Awolowos? We saw in the publication, later released, that Azikiwe said that the Yorubas should never be given the opportunities to rule Nigeria. That is what Azikiwe said. They either preferred a Fulani man or a northerner to rule instead of the Yoruba person to rule. That is the story that we are seeing today. So if somebody is telling you stories, it's the same thing that when I look at all the comments, here, I see the people is in the blood. What I'm telling you is in the blood. What I'm telling you, the sabotaging, the wickedness of this group is in the blood. It is difficult. It is difficult to see any Igbo man that will support Yoruba man. It is difficult. It is only people that have a proper understanding of what is going on. Maybe people like Joe Ibokwe, people like maybe Ijele, people like all those blessed them, people like are more enlightened than others. It is about to happen. When you look at the comments here, we have seen all kinds of stories. We have seen all kinds of stories. Even when it is the turn for our own presidency, they are still sabotaging it and they don't care. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that even when we know that it is the turn for the South to produce a president, there is still sabotaging? I have read so many stories right now as I speak. They say that even if Peter Obi will not win, it is better for Atiku to win. And this thing is coming from the people from the Southeast. It is coming from the Igbos. They say they prefer. Even I saw a post from P Square or whatever. I saw the fight between what's his name? Sean Kuti, yeah? Yes, and P Square. All of them are, because Sean is trying to tell them the truth. Are you getting me now? For the past 10 years, we have seen the Southeast, especially the Biafra people, IPOP people, for the past 10 years, we have seen them. They have never been interested in politics. They have never wanted to support anybody. Now, they feel that they can force people on us, just like what happened in the past. And you think that we are going to allow that to happen? We are not going to allow that to happen. This is the reality. History is about to repeat itself, but by this time, in the next 16 days, that history will be corrected. The wrong history, the history that happened in the past will be corrected, because I don't think that the Yoruba people will sit down and allow this to happen again, because it happened before. Are you getting me now? When I talk the way I'm talking, somebody will say, I'm using tribal lines or ethnic whatever. No, it is history. You cannot change history. This is what has happened in the past, and history is about to repeat itself. This is history, and it's already happening. Go. I'm here. I've been reading a lot of things. That's why you see me. We don't believe in coming out and be making noise because we know what is going on. We know that the next president of Nigeria is Baba Tinubu. But I'm just trying to explain to you that this election, there will be consequences. There will be consequences. It is not before in the past that things will happen and people will overlook it. We have a better understanding. History will repeat itself, and this time around, history will be corrected. History will be corrected. I have read so many stories. So many people have been calling me, trying to speak to me. Oh, why do you support Baba Tinubu? I say he's the best man for the job. It's not today. This is a man that have been in the corridors of politics. He has always been functional, doing his own, preparing, doing all kinds of things. I was telling one of my brothers that called me. He was trying to convince me. I said, look at it. For the past 10 years, what have you been doing? He said, oh, we have been talking about Biafra and IPOP. I said, eh? So for the past 10 years, you guys have been pushing for Biafra, right? You guys have been pushing for IPOP, right? He said, yes. I said, do you know what Baba Tinubu has been doing? Do you know what Baba Tinubu has been doing for the past 10 years? Ask yourself, what did Peter Obi, after his tenure as a governor in Anambra State, ask yourself, what has Peter Obi been doing? In case you don't know, Peter Obi was a governor in Anambra State from 2006, I think 2006, 2014. Almost 10 years after. Ask yourself, within these 10 years, what was Peter Obi doing? Ask yourself. Have you ever seen Peter Obi supporting anybody? No, he's been the one trying to push. For the last 4 years, 2019, he was trying to push himself. You understand me? But that is by the way. The question is, for the past 10 years, what have you been doing in the Nigerian politics? We see that some people, especially my group of people that is closer to me, the Southeast, the IPOP, the Biafra, they have never been interested in Nigerian politics. In fact, they have been painting Nigeria as black. That is one thing I'm going to also talk about today. They have been saying that Nigeria is the worst place to be. That is a lie. Nigeria is the best place to be. We have traveled all over the world. There is no other better place to be. Nigeria is the best place to be. Nigeria is the best. We have our culture. We still have our culture. We still have our languages. We still have values. So, but that is, by the way, that is not what I'm talking about. But for the past 10 years, what have you been doing? Some of you, we have been talking about IPOP, which I was part of it. But I have a better knowledge, a balanced knowledge of everything. So especially people from the Southeast, for the past 10 years, you have been supporting Biafra. You have been pushing IPOP. You have been saying Nigeria should break up. You say Nigeria is a zoo. You don't like Nigeria. You don't want anything to do with Nigeria. You say, oh, all the leaders are corrupt. All the Yoruba leaders are corrupt. All the Fulani leaders are corrupt. You never condemn your own. You never. Only few people. Only you've caused some few people to condemn. Now, I ask you a question. Do you know what Baba Tinubu has been doing for the past 10 years? Baba Tinubu has been supporting people, assisting different people, making sure that different people emerged after he finished as a governor in Lagos State. Baba Tinubu has supported Jonathan. Baba Tinubu has supported Buhari. Baba Tinubu has supported any government that come, and he has been waiting. We want to say a very big thank you to Baba Tinubu, because Baba Tinubu have tried to see how Nigeria can work. He has supported everybody that comes. He did not fail to support anybody that say, oh, I want to be this, He has always been assisting. He assisted everybody, assisted Jonathan, assisted Buhari, but now Baba Tinubu have seen that all these attempts by different people have not saved Nigeria. That is why Baba Tinubu is coming. That is why Baba Tinubu is running for president, because he wants to use his own knowledge and experience to put Nigeria on a path that is going to bring victory and success. And that is why I'm supporting him. I so much like it that after everybody that I have conversation with, they have never said that, they can never deny the legacy of Baba Tinubu. I have spoken with so many people offline. Oh, none of them have ever denied the legacy of Baba Tinubu, and that is what I'm standing on. None of them have ever denied it. None of them have ever said that, oh, he didn't do well. None of them have ever said it. They say, yes, we agree that Baba Tinubu was so good. He was so good. His legacy is what has kept Lagos, and all of that. They have never. They say, oh, yes, they agree. But right now, is old, his age. That is by the way. We all know that age is not part of governance. It's not because of age that you can do anything in government, because we have had so many people when they are young. Even Obi, when he was a governor, he was around 55. He never did anything in Anambra that we can remember today. Are you getting me now? So Baba Tinubu has always been trying to make Nigeria to be better. He has supported everybody, bring everybody. You understand me? I was asking some people ago, when Baba Tinubu supported Jonathan, who was the alternative? Who was the alternative as at that time? Buhari was there, but Buhari contested election as well as at that time. Even this Atiku have been contesting election for the past, if not 5 times or more, or I don't even know, more than 5 times or more than 3 times. Atiku have been contesting. But Baba Tinubu supported Jonathan at a point when they refused, just like what they are saying today. They did not allow Jonathan to finish his 8 years. Do you get it now? They never allowed Jonathan to finish his 8 years. After 4 years of Jonathan, they kick out Jonathan. And they brought a northerner. And that northerner has finished his 8 years now. Are you getting me now? So what are we supposed to do? Power is supposed to return back to the south. That is the reality. Are you getting me now? As we stand now, Atiku is not supposed to come out. Atiku is not supposed to be part of what is happening. But Atiku came out because of people like all these people we have been talking about. They lack sense of history. They lack sense of history. But this time around, this election is going to be detrimental. Are you getting me now? It's going to be detrimental. I've just been looking at some of the comments. I think let me take care of this straight away, because I'm not taking chance, because as we are getting into Baba Tinubu's presidency, I'm not going to take chances with all this rubbish on my page. Are you getting me now? I'm not going to take chances on all this rubbish on my page. I have told you guys that after all your abuses, the way you're abusing everybody, and you don't win election, I'm sorry for you. So yeah. I'm trying. Me block all this Unami code. Museme. Sorry, guys. I need to take care of all this. I need to take care of all the rubbish. Yeah, because I've made up my mind. I need to take care of this rubbish. Okay, because I'm not joking. You understand me? I'm not joking. I'm not part of those people that will be joking with all this rubbish. You understand me? I will never take rubbish from any idiot anymore, because Baba Tinubu is coming. But the reason why some of these idiots, they are afraid is because Baba Tinubu is coming to flush all this nonsense. This is the part of success. Success is coming to Nigeria. Prosperity is coming to Nigeria. And the person that is going to bring that prosperity is Baba Tinubu. Are you getting it? Baba Tinubu is the one that is going to fix Nigeria, and he's going to be the next president of Nigeria. There is nothing. We are going to make sure that we do everything possible for Baba Tinubu to emerge as the next president of the country. That is the truth. That is why, for example, in Akwa Ibom, we are going to make sure that we deliver Akwa Ibom for Baba Tinubu presidency, because we want to form a national government in the south. You see, it is not all these saboteurs. When they sabotage everything, we already know it has always been in the blood. Azikiwe did the same thing. Ago Ironsi did the same thing. So it's already in the blood. It's in the blood of these people. It has always been like that. You understand me? It has always been like that. They say, we have seen all their write-ups. We have seen all their videos. They say, oh, instead of, even if Peter Obi don't win, Atiku will win. We will support Atiku to win. But this time around, it's going to fail. It's going to fail. It has already failed. That is why today you have never seen Peter Obi condemn the issue of the new note or the new Naira note. Did you see Peter Obi condemn it? Peter Obi did not condemn it. Peter Obi did not condemn it. Neither did Atiku condemn it. They believe that the new money situation, the sabotage by Emefiele, their brother, the governor of CBN, is going to add advantage to them to win election. That is, Peter Obi never condemned it. Peter Obi has never condemned the new money saga, this new money rubbish that is making life difficult for people. Peter Obi has not condemned it. Atiku have not condemned it. They thought that this situation is going to help them to win election. But they have failed. They have failed because right now, everything has been exposed. We have seen how banks, they are the one keeping the money. We have seen how a governor, Emefiele, how can he bring whatever project that is not going to help the people? See, these people are people that don't have compassion. They are people that don't have compassion. Baba Tinubu have compassion. See, that is why Baba Tinubu is going to win. Because it's about compassion. It's about compassion. You see, people that don't have compassion cannot help anybody, cannot help the people, can never be a good leader. You know, anybody that do not have compassion cannot be a leader. Obi do not have compassion for the people. That is why Obi have never condemned the new cash. He said, oh, it's going to bring an advantage in the future. How is it going to bring an advantage in the future when many people have already died in the process? They thought that supporting the fake policy of Emefiele, CBN governor, is going to help give them an advantage. But it has failed because everything has been busted. We have seen banks are the one keeping the money because some of them are giving it to politicians. Some of them are doing all kinds of things. Obi have never condemned it. Obi didn't condemn it. I have seen it. I've read. The other day I was reading his comments. Obi did not condemn it. Atiku did not condemn it. They are looking for opportunity to punish the people. Obi did the same thing in Anambra. When he was Anambra governor, he never had compassion for his own people. Because if a governor has compassion for his people, he will never allow his people to go on strike for 13 months. 13 months, the teachers were on strike. 13 months, the medical doctors, they were on strike. Do you know the consequences? For people to be on strike for 13 months, it means they did not have money for 13 months. Obi do not have compassion. Obi do not have compassion. And it did not touch him at all. If Obi had compassion, he would never use the money of the state to save it, whatever issues, whatever reasons, we know where he saved the money. Instead of Obi to use the money for the people, he don't have compassion. Atiku do not have compassion. If Atiku had compassion, he would not be privatizing all the companies that are supposed to bring, whatever returns to Nigeria. These people don't have compassion. But the people the only man that we have seen have compassion is Baba Tinubu. Baba Tinubu have compassion for the people. That is the truth. Baba Tinubu have compassion for the people. And that is the man that we want to support. We are supporting Baba Tinubu because of his compassion. It's not just, we have seen him speak. You will see the compassion. Even the story of the cash that we are talking about today, it was Baba Tinubu that brought it to limelight. These new money issues, it was Baba Tinubu that said that look at what they are trying to do. The first scarcity, it was Baba Tinubu that said it. These people do not have compassion, especially the leaders in the south. The leaders in the southern Nigeria do not have compassion for Nigerians. They don't have compassion. Look at the governor in Akwa Ibom. The governor in Akwa Ibom have been collecting federal allocation for years, for more than 8 years of being a government. The Udom Emmanuel did not have compassion for the people. What did Udom Emmanuel did? He didn't do anything. He used the resources of the state to build a cathedral that has not produced job for the people. These people don't have compassion for the people. Obi do not have compassion. Atiku do not have compassion. Almost all the governors in the south, they do not have compassion for the people. That is why if you go to their state, you will never see any development that they have brought to the people. You will never see any tangible thing that they have done to the people. Ask Udom Emmanuel, what did he do to the people of Akwa Ibom? What project did Udom Emmanuel do or did to the benefit of the people of Akwa Ibom? What did he do? Nothing. They keep talking and shouting. There is no compassion. There is no. These people don't have compassion at all. Because if they have compassion, they will not be talking the way they are talking. Obi will not say, oh yes, the design of the redesign of Naira is for good policy. We have never seen, he say, oh, this is the policy that happened everywhere in the world. That is a lie. There is nowhere in the world that they will bring a new policy, redesigned policy, Naira or any money policy that will make the people to suffer. Rather, it will help the people to grow. I've been in the UK. I have seen when they change their currency, when they change their notes, it did not bring problems. Even up to today, the old pounds, if you have it in the house, they still collect it. There is no time that they will put a stop to any legal tender of the country. They will gradually remove it. These people have hidden interior motive. And that is why people like Obi will be a failure. That is why Obi can never be the president of the country. Obi can never be the president of Nigeria. That is the truth. Obi can eventually be the president of Anambra State. I'm just telling you the truth. There is no such opportunity. Anyways, are you getting me now? Atiku, we know is antecedent. Are you getting me now? So these people do not have compassion, because I see that the leaders, most leaders in Nigeria, do not have compassion for their own people, for the people that they are leading. If they have compassion for their people, they will not make life difficult for their people. They will understand the consequences. How can you sacrifice the happiness of the people over a nonsense policy? I don't understand that. Over a nonsense policy. The policies that you are doing, who is it supposed to benefit? It's supposed to benefit the people. So these people do not have compassion for the people. Okay, I see that they are back again. They are back again. Let me block them. All the people abusing me here, they are from the southeast. They are from the southeast. They are from the southeast. Obi is a failure. We have said it many times. It doesn't matter what you guys are going to say. It doesn't matter the abuses. It's not going to stop. You are not going to intimidate anybody to support a failure. You understand me? You can abuse anybody you want to abuse. But you see, you only have mouth to abuse people. But it will not stop us. Baba Tinubu is the next president of Nigeria. I have said it many, even if I wake up in my dream, if I wake up in my dream, I will support Baba Tinubu because he's the right man for the job. Are you getting me now? Let me look at the other. I need to make sure I take care of all this, because I've made up my mind. All this rubbish is not going to happen again. Are you getting me now? It's not going to happen again. I'll take care of everything. Okay. So we already know that it's in the blood. Whatever thing that they are doing is in their blood. We already know it. It is what happened before and it's already happening again. So let me see. We have seen the story of the money. Many people have seen. That's why I refuse to post it, because so many people posting it. Look at it. Look at it. Let me make sure I block these fools. If today my target is to block you fools. If you're a human being, comment on my page. If you're a human being, comment on my page. It is because we have been tolerating all this rubbish for a very long time. We cannot tolerate rubbish. You understand me? These are a bunch of criminals. Look at the money. They are storing the money. I'm gonna make sure if I don't block, if you're a goat, comment rubbish on my page. That is my target. That is what I want to do this morning. That is what I want to do this morning, because I need to sanitize my page, because it's going 16 days to the City Boy government. You understand me? 16 days to the City Boy government. We will teach you a very important lesson that you understand. We are not going to tolerate all this rubbish anymore. You see, gone are the days when they will come out. They will come out and say, oh, it is the federal government that is causing the problems in the country. Okay, I've seen another one. Because I need to make sure that I block all these criminals on my page. You understand me? Gone are the days we will hear them say, oh, it is the federal government that is causing the problems. Now it is very, very clear that it is not the federal government that is causing the problems. It is the people. It is the people. You see it? These are banks. Money is, people are looking for money. But banks, they are saving the money. Did I say they are saving, or they are hiding the monies? And they make life difficult for people if it's not what they planned. They all planned it because they want to paint APC black. They want to paint Buhari black. And then they put it on Baba Tinubu. They say Baba Tinubu is the one that brought these people. Can you see it? Now we have discovered that it was something that they planned. It was a complete sabotage. Did you see it? They keep how many banks? How many banks? Many banks They think that when they see me here, they think that I come here for views. I think I've proven to you many, many times that I'm not here for views. I'm not here for views or for people that will come and talk rubbish with me. Are you getting me now? Look at it. Look at banks hoarding the money. And then when all these people, when they have opportunity, for example, they have opportunity to travel abroad, like all these IPOP Biafra criminals, they go abroad, they stay abroad and be condemning Nigeria. They say Nigeria is not good. No, this one is not good. It's a lie. We are going to stop that rubbish. Nigeria is the best country in the world. Did you think that when they give that name, the Giant of Africa, do you think that it was a joke? It was not a joke. There was a reason. There was a reason why Nigeria was named as the Giant of Africa. You understand me? There was a reason why they call Nigeria the Giant of Africa. The question is, you should ask yourself, who destroyed that name? Who destroyed what made Nigeria the Giant of Africa? Who destroyed it? So when you see all these people, maybe all these few Nigerians, they have opportunity. When they travel outside of Nigeria, they will be making videos. Nigeria is bad. That is nonsense. That is complete nonsense. Because Nigeria is the best place in the world. Nigeria is the country that is feeding the whole world with our resources. That is the truth. What we have is bad leadership. That's what and Baba Tinubu is coming to flush all this nonsense out. Are you getting me now? Our medical system will be the best because we are going to have leaders that is going to have compassion. Obi do not have compassion. Atiku do not have compassion for the people. If Obi had compassion for the people, he will not come and tell us that the new Naira policy is a good thing. If Obi had compassion for people, Obi would have condemned the atrocities of IPOP Biafra people killing people in the southeast. Obi do not have compassion for the people. It is one of the major, the hidden criteria that we can use to judge somebody that is going to be a good leader. They did not have compassion for the people. They don't. And then when you look at on social media, the people that are condemning Nigeria when they travel abroad, they are the same people that spoil Nigeria. If you look at the number of people trying to condemn Nigeria abroad when they travel abroad, these are the same people that either their brothers cause the problems that we are facing today. These are the same people. If you go to their state is nothing to write them about. They are the one causing Nigeria. They are the one saying that Nigeria is this and that. But we must put an end to it. And that is why Baba Tinubu presidency is coming. Nigeria is the best place to be. It is bad leaders. The bad leaders have been having opportunity to govern Nigerians. But we are going to put an end to it. That is why Baba Tinubu is coming. And all of them are panicking because he knows that he's going to flush them out. That is the truth. I'm showing you banks. Banks. Look at banks. Many of you did not know that banks, they were part of the problem. They hide the money in their shell because they want to use it for POS business. I have been telling some of you, how come banks, how come these people that are doing parties, they have money to spray in parties? How come they have money to spray in parties, but there's no money in the ATM machine? How come the POS people have money, but there's no money in the ATM machines? Let me block Unami code. Ya blog semi. Blog semi that. I just see some of them now. Baba Tinubu is the next president of Nigeria. If you're a man, comment again. I saw somebody commenting rubbish. If you're a man, comment again. I'm ready. I'm ready to block all of you on my page. Because I don't need you people on my page anymore. I have told you people unfollow my page. Bring the comment on. I'm looking for you people because I need to block you people on my page. Somebody saying who direct the banks to hide the money? Who direct the bank to hide the money? But I thought you say it's Tinubu that directed the bank. So you say it's Tinubu, you want to blame Tinubu? You say you wanted to blame Tinubu. Is Emefiele not an Igbo man? Is Emefiele not an Igbo man? Is Emefiele not an Igbo man? The strike, the teacher strike, the student strike was not an Igbo man that led it. Chris Ngige. Let me block this Umu Okoko. Munami Court. My target is to block all of you. That is why I'm not. That is why I want you to come. That is my target. That is my target. That is why I'm saying well, because I want you people to come. Because so that I can block all of you. You know, in the next few days, we are going to confirm. We are going to confirm it. Let me block this thief. These are a bunch of thieves, criminals. Come, keep coming. My target is to make sure that I put you in the right place. You know, that is how all of you'll be looking for who to blame. When you are the cause of your problem, you'll be looking for who to blame. You have been blaming everybody. That's it. You know, take your time and watch all the videos online, especially people. Oh, I've seen another one to block. Bunch of criminals. Obi owned one of the banks. Obi did not condemn it. Obi did not condemn it. Obi never condemned the banks because he said he's a chairman of the banks. He's one of the directors of the banks. Obi never condemned it. These are failures. And somebody somewhere is pushing or forcing Obi on us. What nonsense. He never condemned any of them. He never condemned it. You are coming to my page, talk rubbish. Because I'm not supporting your candidate. Come online. My target this morning is to block all of you criminals. You have been doing all kinds of rubbish for a very long time. It is time to block all of you criminals. You are criminals. That is my target. We all know that you guys are sabotage. You are saboteurs. You have been doing it. Azikiwe did it. Aguiyi-Ironsi did it. All of you is in the blood. These are a bunch of criminals. They say, oh, we should not put the blame. We should not put the blame on Emefiele. We should put the blame on APC. What is APC? These are a bunch of criminals. What is APC without the people? Is it not the people that are working in APC? Who are the people that are causing the problem in APC? These are the people. Emefiele and Igbo man. Emefiele and Igbo man that's supposed to know better. Grace Ngige, an Igbo man that's supposed to know better. They gave him the job to make sure that teachers and every other, the labor in the country is working, but they end up sabotaging it. They gave Emefiele the job in APC. If they did not give him appointment, the same you will be the one to complain. If they did not give Emefiele an Igbo man, your brother, you will be the one to condemn and say, oh, all APC is only Fulanese, it's only Yorubas. But they gave it to an Igbo man, Emefiele, and you say we should put it on APC, that APC is the cause of the problem. When we know the person that caused the problem, the CBN governor, Emefiele, an Igbo man. Every problem caused in Nigeria, we know the people causing it. But that is why Baba Tinubu is coming. We are going to put an end to this. Baba Tinubu is coming to flush this rubbish out. Yes, I know it. Are you getting me now? All the people that just have opportunity to leave Nigeria, mostly the people from the southeast, when they go abroad, they stay somewhere and be making videos. Oh, Nigeria is not good. Nigeria is not good. Who made Nigeria not to be good? Emefiele, your brother. Who made Nigeria not to be good? Grace Ngige, your brother. That he was given opportunity to participate in government. They failed. If we want to mention all the failures of these people, nobody will give them any position anymore. I get it down. Nobody will give them any position anymore. That is the truth. We need to know people that are good for leadership. That is why when Baba Tinubu comes, the issue of governance, the issue of selecting our next leaders must be properly, the process must be put in place. It must be put in place. We have seen so many videos of idiots that just travel out of Nigeria. They abuse Nigeria. They say all kinds of things. We have all traveled all over the world. Nigeria is the best place. It is because of bad leaders. And when we look at the history of Nigeria, these bad leaders, we know where they are coming from. We know where they are coming from. They are always the people causing problems. One way or the other, they cause problems. They cause problems. For example, now, the people complaining the most are the people from the southeast. Who are the people that are causing problems? They are governors. When you go to the state in the southeast, you will see that the state is nothing to write home about. Now, when the state is not working, they now say it's APC government. How is that APC government? I want to ask you a question. When your governor refuses to do what he's supposed to do in your state, why do you now put the blame on APC government? Why do you put the blame on APC government? How can you say it's APC government when your governor has failed? It is your governor that has failed to bring development in your state, because it's the job of the state governor to bring development to your state. You don't understand it. You don't see it. Let me block these criminals. Umu Okoko. After you brought a terrorist organization, you say you want to come and you want to force people to be on us. Let's see. Let's see how it's going to work. We are waiting for you people. Are you getting me now? So the story of the banks now, Before they wanted to say, it's Tinubu that caused it. It's Tinubu that caused it. It's Tinubu. Now you have seen it. You have seen it. That has nothing to do with Baba Tinubu. Rather, is the one that is bringing change. Yet they don't want the change. They are trying to destabilize it. They want to cause problems. But you see, that is what makes him the Jagaban. That is what makes him the Jagaban. Because he's going to overcome all the challenges. 2025, this man.
Food go day. One. Job go day. Two.
You hear that? This man believed that when Baba Tinubu emerged as the president, there will be food. I want you to listen to him. This is one of the videos that is going everybody is watching it. And do you know where this man from? This is one of the few people. This is one of the few people that is making us to say that we cannot condemn everybody. Listen. 2025.
Food go day. One. Job go day. Two. Don't be say when you wake up, you define work. Don't ask you share will not fetch it. When you talk, the work will be for you.
You see, this man believes that when Baba Tinubu enter office, there will be food, jobs. That is why many people rush to Lagos. Even as they condemn Lagos, but they are still there. P-Square today, that is condemning Lagos, is in Lagos. P-Square did not move to live in Anambra. P-Square did not move to go and live in Anambra. Are you aware? He's making noise, but he's enjoying Lagos. He never moved one day to Anambra to go and live in Anambra. All of them talking rubbish. They are enjoying their life in Lagos. I have said that this time around, it's not going to be a joke. Election will have consequences. Election will have consequences. That is the truth.
From the age of 25, when they collect salary, 70 years, salary opportunity, when they collect that.
You see?
Are you sure these people will hand over for Jagaban?
If Jagaban.
Now, he's talking about Jagaban. This is an Igbo man. This is an Igbo man. He knows what he's talking about. He lives in Lagos. And I want you to listen to his advice. Now, somebody was asking, do you think these people will hand over power to Jagaban? The issue of handing over power to Jagaban, that one is too small issue. Sometimes I don't want to go into the other side of the story. We know what is going to happen if they fail to do the right thing. Are you getting me now? But this is a man telling them that there's going to be food, there's going to be in fact, he said that everybody's going to get salary. It's possible. We are so rich. Nigeria is so rich that everybody can be getting salary every month. Everybody can be getting salary every month. Everybody can be getting salary every month in Nigeria. We just need a leader that will have the compassion for the people. It's not leaders like Obi when he was a governor. Instead of him to make sure that people are okay, he used the money for his own personal business. Those are people that don't have compassion. We need Baba Tinubu because Baba Tinubu has compassion. He has done it before and he's going to do it again. You see, the man said that if Tinubu don't rule Nigeria, Nigeria don't finish. We already know. I've said it many, many times. I have said it many, many times. If they make mistake, if power don't come to the south, let them forget it. Let me block this Umu Okoko. Because somebody is commenting here, say, oh, APC fighting APC. These are a bunch of criminals. These are a bunch of criminals. I'm going to block all of you. My job is to make sure I block all of you because you are thieves. You are thieves. You are thieves. You are asking me now, is it not APC that is ruling APC? Who are the people leading in APC? Huh? Who are the people? We know the people that are causing problems. You are saying APC. What is APC? It is people that are doing the job. We are talking about the people. MFLA. let me do this. I think this video is not showing. I need to make this video to show so that everybody will see it. Somebody is telling me Buhari appointed Emefiele. Yes, Buhari appointed an Igbo man to be part of his cabinet, to be part of his administration. But what did he do? He failed. Tomorrow now, you people will cry. Say they don't normally give Igbo people a political appointment. I am, you know, what I'm explaining to you now, you will not understand. You will not understand what I'm saying because you guys are so myopic. You don't know politics. Continue causing problems. When you will pay for it, you'll be crying. You are telling me that Buhari appointed Emefiele. Is that not? Yes. Give you a job. He give you opportunity. Before you say, oh, there is no Igbo man in Buhari's cabinet, in Buhari's administration. They gave you the job and you failed. This is not an issue of whether Buhari should take responsibility. This is not an issue of whether Buhari should take responsibility. You don't understand it. If Buhari sacked the guy, the history is already there. That once upon a time, Emefiele, an Igbo man, was given opportunity to lead and he contributed to the failure of the government. That is what we are saying. It has always been like that. It has always been like that. When you hear them complain in the Southeast, there is no presence of the federal government. How many times the federal government have awarded the East-West Road to Ike Ekweremadu? They have given them money to construct the road. They refuse to construct the road. These are a bunch of criminals. But we are going to bring an end to it. Baba Tinubu is coming. Whether you like me or not. That is why I'm blocking all of you. Because I don't need rubbish on my page. These are if I have 20 people, I know that these people are people that understand what we are talking. I don't need rubbish on my page. If you comment nonsense, I'm going to make sure I block you because you're a fool. You have been causing problems in Nigeria. Oh, this one say idiot. Emefiele is not an Igbo man, he's Delta. Okay, so Delta is no longer Igbo. So Delta is no longer Igbo, yeah? Very good. So Delta is no longer Igbo. What about Grace Nkige? What about Grace Nkige? No, I'm asking you, what about Grace Nkige? Who caused the strike? The teachers strike for how many months? Is it not Grace Nkige? What is his job? What is the job of Grace Nkige? Is it to make teachers be on strike or to have negotiations to make sure that teachers go to work and make sure work? The federal government, they were calling the teacher, was the one leading it. He cannot negotiate. He cannot bring good development. They cause problems. When they give you a job, your job is to make sure that things are working. And they failed. You are telling me rubbish. I'm gonna download this video again because the one I was playing was not showing. It wasn't showing on the screen. I was playing a video of a young man telling us what he believed that Baba Tinubu is going to do. So I think that video is very, very important, and I'm going to play it again. But before then, let me block, because today today is dedicated to blocking this Unami Court came my pay, because I have been leaving them for a very long time. It is time to make sure that I block all these goats from my page. All the jobs that they have given to these people from the Southeast, they have not delivered. They have not delivered any job. They have not delivered any job. Grace Ngige have never delivered the job that they paid him to do, but he's collecting salary. These people do not have compassion. These leaders do not have compassion. They don't have compassion for the people. What is his job? What is the job of Grace Ngige? If he failed to make sure that things are working for the teachers, the labor market is working and everything, what is his job? Thank you, my blood. I see you. Professor Owasofia. Professor said that what is good is for Igbo people. What is bad is for Delta. Today now they are denying Emefiele. But you see them when they go online, they say, oh, Delta is Biafra. Delta is Biafra. That is why today we have anybody that mentioned Akwa Ibom in their Biafra. If we catch you in Akwa Ibom, we are going to make sure we treat you as a criminal. Today now they are denying Emefiele. They say because Emefiele did not do anything good. But these are appointments for Igbo people in Buhari's government. Go and check every part of Buhari government that failed. It is because of these people. If there's nobody that is telling you the truth, we are going to tell you the truth. That is why when Baba Tinubu comes, there is going to be process for selecting leaders. There's going to be process for selecting leaders. You understand me? That is the problem. And we have discovered the problem. You cannot say, oh, it's APC government. What is that? That ministry that failed. Who is the head of that ministry? Who is the head of that ministry? Emefiele, the CBN governor. He failed. He failed. Baba Buhari appointed Emefiele because Baba Buhari felt that maybe Emefiele is qualified or he has the experience to deliver the job. But Buhari gave him the job and he failed. Buhari gave Emefiele the job, an Igbo man from Delta State. He failed. We should begin to call people. If we begin to call people by their names and what they have done wrong, it will not happen again. If an Akwa Ibom man is given an appointment, he will know that as he's going to that appointment to do that job, he must make sure that he puts his best. If he cannot do that job, he should step down from the job and say he can't do it. Because you know that if you fail as an Akwa Ibom man to deliver that job will be, that what you fail to do will also be extended to your people. Because they will say in the future, in the future that, oh, an Igbo man was given that job and that job failed. Therefore, we cannot give an Igbo man again. What about Desiani? What happened? If we want to count all the problems that Nigeria have faced, it is from one particular set of people. Let us be sincere to ourselves. If we want to move forward, we cannot continue in the same way. We cannot continue in the same way. Look at all the policies that have failed. Look at all the ministries that have failed in Nigeria. It is because of these people. Now, the problem that is going on in the Southeast have not affected everybody in Nigeria. Most people are dropping out of the Southeast. They travel abroad. Go everywhere abroad. You will see them. They are mostly from the Southeast. And when they travel out of the Southeast, they will go and be making videos on YouTube, on Facebook, condemning Nigeria. Is that right? That is not right. Because the state government in their region refused to bring development to them. And then when they go abroad, they generalize it and say, oh, Nigeria is not this, Nigeria is, but it is your government. The problem from the Southeast has affected everybody. This thing must be solved if we want to change the system. If we want to change the narrative, it must be solved. During Obasanjo regime, Obasanjo today, look at all the appointments. Most of the appointments were given to those brothers from the Igbo, from the Southeast. What did they use those appointments to do? They failed. The same thing with Jonathan. But they are going to put the blame on Jonathan's government. But who were the people that handled those positions? If we want to change the problem in this country, we must give jobs to people that can perform the job. Not failures anymore. If you don't understand what I'm saying, let me repeat it again. Look at the history of Nigeria. why Nigeria failed in some places. Because these appointments were given to people, jobs were given to leaders that cannot perform. Jobs were given to leaders that don't have compassion for their people. Jobs were given to leaders that can compromise, that can steal the resources, that can siphon the resources. And look at the history. It is always from one set of the people. This must be corrected. You understand me? This must be corrected. During Obasanjo, these people, they got a lot of appointments, but they failed in their duties. During Jonathan, they got a lot of appointments, they failed in their duties. Even in Buhari government, the people that have failed in their duties are these specific people. Something must be done differently this time around, and Baba Tinubu knows. Somebody said Nsima is the there's no problem. I don't have problem with all of you, you see. That is why I'm talking the way I'm talking. Somebody said to me, Chimex said to me, I didn't even see the reason why you left Nigeria to abroad and you never achieved anything. 90% of those living in Nigeria are better than you. That is correct. 90% of people living in Nigeria is correct. Nigeria is the best place to be. Nigeria is the best place to be. So why are you condemning it? Why are you condemning Nigeria? Why are you condemning Nigeria? I have never said anybody living in Nigeria is better than me. Because Nigeria is the best place to be. You understand me? Nigeria is the best place to be. But most of you that have traveled from the southeast abroad condemn Nigeria and say all kinds of rubbish. Yet you are the cause of the problem. If you are better than me anywhere you are, enjoy yourself. But we are going to teach you a lesson. That is why Baba Tinubu is coming. Bunch of criminals. After shouting Biafra, Biafra. After shouting Biafra, Biafra. Now you are no longer shouting Biafra. You are no longer shouting Biafra. You want to give us Obi? Bunch of criminals. Let us see how it's going to work. Keep your comments coming. Keep your comments coming. Because I'm ready to blog you fools.
Food go dey, job go dey. No be say when you wake up in the fine work, though, as you share will not fetch it.
You see that? He is telling the people that when Baba Tinubu emerge as the president of the country, there will be job, there will be food. That is why when Baba Tinubu was talking about agbado, cassava, ewa, they started abusing him. Because we know what Baba Tinubu is talking about. He's talking sense. He's talking sense. First, what you need to have is the compassion for people. When people have what to eat, when people have food, have their immediate needs, everything will be okay. You don't need road. You don't need all these things in Nigeria for people to be okay first. People need to have their daily bread. People need to have their daily bread. And Baba Tinubu, the first thing during the first campaign that Baba Tinubu did was to talk about food. That food is going to be surplus. That is food. There will be cassava. There will be everything. He's just telling you about what you want to eat. Whatever thing you want to eat, there's going to be food for you to eat. And they started using it and be abusing people. They started using it and be abusing Baba Tinubu because he knows what he's talking about. Are you getting me? Baba Tinubu knows what he's talking about. The most important need of every man is to have daily bread. Whatever thing you eat, whether you eat cassava, whether you eat agbado, whether you eat ewa, whatever thing you eat. If it was an Akwa Ibom man that wanted to speak, just like what Baba Tinubu said, I could have said Orikaikom. I could have said Epankukwo. I could have mentioned my own food in my own place. But Baba Tinubu used an analogy. He said there will be food for people to eat. That is what he was talking about. And some bunch of criminals from the southeast are talking rubbish. They are the one abusing everybody all over the world. Anywhere they go, they abuse people. I'm telling you that this election will have consequences. Now we begin to see where the problem of Nigeria is. We can no longer say, oh, we are beginning to tell where the problem of Nigeria is. And this brother is also confirming it. That is why this brother said that there's going to be food in Baba Tinubu's government. That is what is important to us.
Food go dey.
Yes.
Job go dey.
Yes.
No be say when you wake up you dey find work, though, as you share will not fetch it.
You see that?
When you talk, the work will dey for you.
You see that? There will be food. That is the number one priority of every Nigerian today. Today, now, what they are complaining about is, oh, there is no money in the banks to even go and buy food. Is that not? So food is the number one thing. Like in the UK, food is okay. Food is cheap. Even if you don't have anything, even if you don't have work, you can go and get food. You can get food. You can eat. Nobody will tell you that I'm hungry. They have food to eat. There is something to eat. That is what Baba Tinubu was talking about. Number one thing is have compassion for people. He's a man that has compassion for people. He said it. There is going to be ewa. There's going to be cassava. There's going to be everything. He mentioned it because that is what he was, in his language. He was using his own to relate. It was a particular message. If you go and check, he was talking to specific people. He used his language. If Akwa Ibom man was the one that said, he could have said, you will eat Apankukwo, you will eat Orikaikom. He mentioned our own to entice. It's a message. And some of these idiots from the southeast, they started talking rubbish about Baba Tinubu. Now, confirming from another brother, telling you that when Baba Tinubu becomes the president of this country, there's going to be enough. By the way, if I block any of them, from commenting, they cannot comment, but they can see my broadcast. That is why I block them so that they can't comment. You understand? But they can see my broadcast. Are you getting me now?
From the age of 25, when they collect salary, 70 years, salary of community, when they collect that.
Are you sure?
And I know that this is something that Baba Tinubu can do. For example, in the UK, if you don't have job, there's a provision for you to get some assistance, and they will help you to make sure that you get jobs. They will make sure they will not just leave it because they know that people that don't have food to eat, they don't have job, they can become a nuisance in the country. They become nuisance in the country. It's so easy to solve the problem of insecurity or nuisance because when people have food, when people are content, when people are given assistance and given direction, they will go. Anybody abroad, whether you are in Europe, there is a direction for you. If you say you don't have food, you don't have job, they will make sure that at least you have what to eat, you have a place to stay, and they will guide you towards what will give you a direction that will help you to get a job. Let me block all these criminals. Let me block all these criminals. And all of them is only from one section of the country. We are waiting. We are waiting for all of you. We are waiting for all of you. You see it? Baba Tinubu is the next president of the country. Nobody can stop it.
These people want over for Jagaba.
If Jagaba no rule Nigeria take back.
You see that? Everybody knows this. In fact, some of the reason why we have been supporting Baba Tinubu is because we know the consequences. We know that if they fail to bring power to the south, we know the consequences. That is why we support Baba Tinubu. For me, that is why we support Baba Tinubu, because we know he's the man for the job. And if they failed to do the right thing, wahala go dey now. Because we know the problem of this country. We know the problem of the country. So that is the truth.
If you don't enter, then share the country.
Which about you? Which about you, sir?
Did you hear that? He said he's an Igbo man. He said if Baba Tinubu don't enter, then we share the country. We share the country. That is the truth. It is not time for Atiku. It is not time for any other person. This is time for Baba Tinubu presidency. That is my message. This is time for Baba Tinubu presidency. If they no agree for Baba Tinubu to enter, then we share the country. Let us share it so that everybody, we can now know it, who to go. Because this is going to be the height of it. This is going to be the height of it. We cannot continue to condone this sabotaging for a very long time. Azikiwe did the same thing. Agu Ironsi did the same thing. Connive with the wrong people to cause problem in the country. And you think that we can allow it to happen again this time around? We will never allow it to happen again. We can never allow it to happen again.
Abia.
Yes.
So this brother is from Abia State. Let me play so that you listen to him.
If Jagabam no rule Nigeria take back.
You hear it? I want to repeat that. Let me block this criminal again. You are asking me, can't you go and rest? You talk you much. Nobody is stopping you voting for him. Leave others only. But you are who asked you to comment on my page? Baba Tinubu is the right man for the job. We know it. We know it. In Sima, my brother, I always told the Igbos, don't include Akwa Ibom in your Biafra map. We are Niger Delta. I was even the one that was trying to help because I was thinking that they are doing the right thing. You see, I was the one that was trying to force a Biafra on my people, speaking with them, trying to tell them, oh, let us join. It's for justice. It's for freedom. It's for us to be free, not knowing that they have hidden agenda. We have already told them, my brother Sammy. Thank you very much for that comment. We have already told them. We are not part of the Biafra. We have told them we are not. We understand their intentions. We are never part of the Biafra. We are never part of it. We are never. If we catch any criminal talking about Biafra in Akwa, we will treat them properly. So that is, by the way, we have already dealt with that a long time ago. That is why you see some of them abusing me here. I think maybe because they know that I am not joking anyways. This one say you are sick in the head. We know you are talking for money. You don't have any quality for people to follow you because you are going nowhere. You are a man, double standard, double talk. You are making no sense, no point. And you are watching me. I don't have any quality for people to follow. Really? But you are watching me. He said, I brought an Akwa Ibom man and I claim that is Abia. Listen to him. Listen to him.
If you don't enter, then share the country.
Which about you? Which about you, sir?
Abia.
Abia.
Yes.
Did you hear that? It's from Abia. Let me put your comment on the screen. The truth is bitter. Thank God we will have someone like you to speak the truth. God bless you. Let me put this guy that said, Nsima, you brought an Akwa Ibom man and claimed that he's from Abia State. You are a foolish person. You just listened to him here. Did you listen to him? Let me play it again.
If Jagabam no rule Nigeria take back.
He even speak the Igbo there. He even speak the Igbo there. Did you not hear him? When I finish, I block you because you are a fool. You people are the one destroying Nigeria. You go abroad and be abusing Nigeria. Nigeria is the best place to be in the world. We have the best culture. We have the best everything we need. Everything we have our region. We have our culture, our life, our food, even the whole world amazed when they see any talent from Nigeria. What is it that we have failed? It is true that we don't have good leaders. We don't have leaders that have compassion for the people. That is the bottom line. That is the reason behind this every wickedness that is going on. It is leaders that don't have compassion. Look at him, he's from Abia State. Listen.
If you don't enter, then share the country.
Which about you? Which about you, sir?
Abia.
Abia.
Yes.
Yes. This is first time.
Did you hear that? He is from Abia State. Let me block you, because that is how I'm going to be now. If you come and talk rubbish on my page, I block you. I don't have time for that rubbish anymore. I block you. You're a criminal. If this criminality is not treated properly, Nigeria will continue this way. We need to. I know that Baba Tinubu knows it. In the next administration, we cannot give appointment to criminals. We cannot give a political appointment to criminals. When a particular failure is coming from a particular tribe, a particular region, we need to check it. They don't deserve to handle any position. Mbefele failed us again. Grace Ngige failed us. Every Desani, I don't even want to talk about Desani. All the monies that they stole. Jonathan's government, it was these same people. Obasanjo government, it was these same people. So what are we going to do? We have to make sure that Nigeria start working. And Baba Tinubu is going to be the one to make Nigeria to start working. That is why all of them are panicking, including those ones in Asoro. All of them are panicking because they know who Baba Tinubu is. Immediately Baba Tinubu win election. He will. Let me tell you, Baba Tinubu is going to line up successors, people that are going to take over. Every nonsense will be flushed out. He has already done it in Lagos, and he had the compassion. Baba Tinubu have the compassion to do it. That is why among all the richest people in Nigeria, you never hear that people go and gather in their houses. They only gather in Baba Tinubu's house. They gather in his house. Because they know who he is. He has compassion for the people. He has compassion for the people. And that is why I'm supporting him.
See an Igbo man.
A Igbo man that will say he should go for Jagaban.
Yes.
You know what is going on. 100%.
What can you tell us about Jagaban?
Very good.
You see? So even the people did not even believe. They were questioning. Do you know why? Do you know why it is difficult for anybody to believe that an Igbo man is supporting Baba Tinubu? Because of the antecedent. Because of what they have done in the past, and they are still doing. That is why these people, they were asking him, where are you from? Are you sure? He said he's from Abia State. He said this is the first time we have seen an Igbo man. By the way, we saw what happened in Anambra State. Anyways, we saw the group of people that came out there to support the Jagaban. We saw them. Even some people say, oh, they only came there to collect money. My brother, money is part of politics. You need money to mobilize for movement, for transportation, for food, for everything. So don't listen to all this rubbish. They are talking nonsense. So this is an Igbo man. Even people were questioning him. Are you sure you're an Igbo man? Now they ask him a question. Tell us about the Jagaban. Let us listen to what he said.
I want Jagaban to become president. The man is a douche.
You see that? He said he won the Jagaban. To what? To become president.
The reason is a douche is that is a man that loves every tribe.
You see? That is what I'm saying. Compassion. The right word is compassion. It's not just about love. It's not. This man said that Baba Tinubu loved everybody. Of course, because we know what happened in Lagos. Even as we speak now, Igbos are working in Lagos. They are also working in government house. They have appointments. All the tribe is there. All the tribe is in Lagos. You see that?
He loves Igbo, he loves Yoruba, he loves Hausa, he loves Calabar, he loves Bende, he loves every tribe. If you watch in Lagos, Igbo people are working.
You see that? He's giving you stories one by one. But we know what happened in Anambra when Obi was a governor. In fact, we understood that Obi, even his own brothers in Anambra, he did not work with all of them. Obi only worked with Catholic people. Obi despised his own brothers. He focused on working with Catholic people when Obi was in government. He did not work with Anglican. He worked with only Catholic people. This is a sign. When you don't have compassion for the people, forget it. When you don't have compassion for it, you cannot be a good leader. I don't want to talk about Atiku. How Atiku, whatever he did, privatized everything. And this privatization is only in the south. And you want to bring Atiku back to come and govern for what? Atiku sold those properties that was in the south. Only in the south. These are people that don't have compassion for Nigerians. We don't need such leaders anymore. We need to put a process in place. The problem that we are facing is leaders. And we need to we have seen failures. Look at, I always say, as an engineer, if we want to solve a problem, let us look at historical data. Who are the set of people that have been causing problems in this country? When we collect all the data, if we want to change it, if we want a different outcome, we will not sample the same data again. That is the truth. So let us collect the data of people that have caused problems in Nigeria, of leaders that have caused problems in Nigeria, and make sure that we don't use them again. We don't give them appointments again. Yes, that is the truth. If they give anybody appointment, we must hold them accountable. We must call them by their name, by their tribe, because we cannot deny that we are tribal people. We are made up of different tribes in Nigeria. That is the truth. When you hear them talk importantly, they say, oh, you are talking about tribe. Just like what Obi is doing. Now we are seeing all the comments everywhere. In the southeast, Reverend fathers, they are using their church and be telling people to go and vote for Obi. My brother, that is too small. That is too small. We are not even talking about those ones are failures. Those ones are failures. Obi was saying that Christians should take back their country, but he went to the north and was praying. So he knows what he's doing. He's using division. He doesn't have compassion for the people. That is not where I want to talk about people who don't have compassion. Look at the story now from different people. We have seen so many stories of different people giving testimonies about Baba Tinubu. We have not seen them give testimony about Obi. We have not seen anybody give. The testimony that we have seen about Obi are failures. You see that? Or Atiku. We have seen stories about Atiku.
Yoruba are working, Hausa are working, Calabar are working. They are eating from Lagos. He's not a tribal man. That is the secret.
You see? Baba Tinubu loves everybody. That is a man that has compassion. I don't just want to call it love. It's compassion. He's a man that has compassion for everybody. Let me block. Let me. Yam blog monu nami koromi. Yam blog monu seme. Get my page. I don't need to seme. Get my page. Bunch of criminals.
He will carry everybody along.
You see that?
Sure,
Baba Tinubu is the one that is going to carry everybody along. He's done it before. He's done it in Lagos. Can you deny this? Can you deny this? You can't deny it. But we know what happened in Anambra State. Let people from Anambra State come and tell us the truth. Obi did not carry everybody along. A man that failed. How can you bring a failure? It's just like today. Emefiele failed us as a CBN governor. Tomorrow now, they will bring Emefiele and be forcing it on us. They are forgotten. If you want to lead us, when they give you opportunity to lead, and know that if you do well, another position will be entrusted to you. Look at Obi. Obi failed when he was a governor in Anambra. It's the same thing. Emefiele failed as a CBN governor. Tomorrow now, they will come and force Emefiele on us. Look at the man that said he wanted to be the president of Nigeria when he cannot even perform well as a CBN governor. You see all this nonsense. The same way Udom Emmanuel. Tomorrow now, Udom Emmanuel will come out and say he wants to lead us in anything in Akwa Ibom. Udom Emmanuel failed us. Udom Emmanuel failed us in Akwa Ibom. When Baba Tinubu gave it to him, he wants to use it to generalize it on everybody. These guys are criminals. They don't have compassion for people. They don't have compassion for the people that they are leading. They don't have compassion. If Udom Emmanuel have compassion, he will not use the money of the state to build a cathedral. For what? If Udom Emmanuel have compassion for the people, he will not use the money from Akwa Ibom to go and build mansion in Lagos. That is why Baba Tinubu say you are a boy. You're a boy. If all these leaders in the Southeast have compassion, they will not use the resources of the state to go and buy properties abroad and allow the people to be suffering. I have never heard of any story of Baba Tinubu owning properties abroad. Rather, everybody have been telling us how Baba Tinubu have invested in Lagos. He has companies in Lagos. He has everything in Lagos. All his business in Lagos. He makes sure that he invests in Lagos. I have never heard that Baba Tinubu come to Akwa Ibom to invest. I have never heard that Baba Tinubu go to Anambra to invest. No, he invests in Lagos, in his hometown, making sure that people's lives are easy, people's lives are working. But look at all the governors in the south, southeast, especially south. They will be making noise and be condemning Baba Tinubu. When is the Jagaban? Let me block this Umu Okoko, Unami Court on my page. Where are they? That is the man that we want. The man that did not take the resources of Lagos to go to another state to invest. That is the man that we want. Everything he has done, he invested in Lagos. Somebody come and tell us about who is Obi, a failure. Don't talk rubbish because you don't know anything. For a very long time, they have been deceiving you. Baba Tinubu invested everything in Lagos. All the resources, he used it to build Lagos. He owned company in Lagos. Every business is in Lagos. They come and talk rubbish. You are talking about Baba Tinubu. You don't even reach his level. Every other person is a boy to Baba Tinubu. That is the truth. Whether you like it or not, is the truth. Somebody is asking me, is Tinubu from Lagos? Can you imagine that? Are you from Lagos? You that is asking me, are you from Lagos? Are you from Lagos? Why don't you talk about Anambra that you are from? Why don't you tell us about Anambra that you are from? At least you know that you are from Anambra. What good has come out of Anambra? I asked a very simple question. Now, Soludo has been in power now. Soludo is the governor of Anambra. How long has he been in government? Have the people of Anambra asked Soludo, what are the projects that you have for people of Anambra? So now they will start to blame it on the federal government. But for the past 6 months that Soludo have been in government, he has been collecting federal allocation. People of Anambra, you don't know that? He has been collecting federal allocation. What has Soludo used the federal allocation to build for you in Anambra? But soon now you will start blaming Buhari. That Buhari is your problem. Can you see how stupid you are? We have few minutes to go because I need to leave now because I have something to do. I need to leave now. Soludo have governed now. This is how you know a failure. This is how you. So now you'll be blaming. You will say Buhari is the cause of your problem. But Soludo have been in government now for the past 6 months. Have you seen any project by Soludo? Have you seen any project by Soludo as we speak? But every month he's collecting allocation. I'm not even talking about his salary. Every month he's collecting allocation. Time is coming, right? Immediately Baba Tinubu enter. We are not going to be blaming the wrong person for what is wrong with Nigeria. We are going to blame the people that are causing problems in Nigeria. And we already know that Azikiwe and Aguiyi from the same tribe of people still causing problems in Nigeria today. We already know that the state government are the cause of our problems as we speak. If Soludo refused to bring jobs or industries to people in Anambra, who is going to bring it? Is it the federal government? If Soludo, the state government, cannot bring it, is it the federal government that will bring development in Anambra? But it's collecting federal allocation. We know that the problem of Nigeria is not caused by the federal government. It is caused by the state governors. If you don't know it, know it today. If your state is not functional, it is the cause of the state government and the local government. So go and ask them. Go and ask Soludo, what is the project that he has done in Anambra as we speak? It's getting to 1 year now, Soludo in government. What is the project that he has done? So now you will travel out of Anambra, you will go to Lagos, and you will stay there and be blaming you'll be blaming everybody and say, oh, it's federal government that caused the problem. Same way I'm talking to the people of Akwa Ibom. They don't know that Udom Emmanuel is the cause of their problem in Akwa Ibom. Thank God it's already finished. We are not going to support anybody that Udom Emmanuel is bringing. Who is Umo Ino is a failure. Or anybody that is that Udom Emmanuel is bringing is a failure because he was a failure. That is why today, people that are surrounding Obi are failures. Atiku is his boss. He said that Atiku is his boss. Up to today, he still says Atiku is his boss. He said Obasanjo is his boss. These are the clique of people. Obasanjo condemned Atiku. Atiku is now the boss of Peter Obi. Can you see how their clique works? So Obi is not even. He said he want to form a new Nigeria. Then his mentors are old Nigerians. Today they are blaming Baba Tinubu for the failures in their state. All the things that have not worked in their state, they say is Tinubu. But Tinubu never ruled the Southeast. Tinubu never get any appointment from the Southeast or anything in the Southeast. He has always been functional in his state, bringing development to Lagos and everything. Enough is enough. You understand me? Baba Tinubu is the next president of Nigeria. That is why they are panicking. You understand me? I so much like it that some of you say, oh, let me block this Unami code. Useme, you're coming to talk rubbish on my page. I have a few minutes to go. Let me just end this. Now, let me just finish this video.
Hausas will not betray us.
Now lie. If you betray them, they share the country.
You see that?
As you try to betray them, they divide the country. Everybody goes.
So what would you like to say to your family?
You see that? He's saying the truth. That is what I've said before. If they make any nonsense and try to betray Baba Tinubu, you know the consequences. There's no need of talking to them.
I will tell you both to vote for Jagaban, especially people in Lagos.
You see, he gave a very important conversation here. He said, I will urge the people in Lagos to vote for Jagaban, especially the Igbos in Lagos. Did you see that? Because he knows what he's talking about.
For Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Jagaban for president 2023. The country will be okay. Everybody will smile. It's like Jonathan.
You see that? He said the country will be okay and everybody will smile.
Money will flow.
Money will flow. Just like they blame Jonathan. They say, oh, there was corruption in Jonathan, but there was food everywhere. Food was everywhere in Jonathan's government. But they say corruption. You see that? That one is another story anyways.
Not a government that will come and tell us your economics. After you keep the money somewhere, another criminal will go to hijack the money.
You see that? Like Obi say he's an economist. Economist that is saving money in the bank. What an economist.
The people are criticizing that he should Hausas here as a Muslim.
That vice when he choose so.
Listen to your brother.
It's for to make the country move forward. That is why I choose.
That is the truth. That is the truth. He knows what he's doing. And I support him whatever he's doing. I support Baba Tinubu whatever he's doing. Because he's bringing a new government. It's a political revolution. And the person that is bringing in is Baba Tinubu. That's the truth.
Vice, Muslim. If you don't choose Muslim, the country will move.
Did you see the point? Did you see what this brother said? And that is the truth. It's in line with what I've said before. You cannot keep on saying, oh, when you choose a Muslim, you choose a Christian. We have been doing that for the past years. Nothing has moved forward in that country. Nothing has moved forward in that country. Nothing. You say you want to choose Muslim and you want to choose Christians. We have been doing it. We have been doing it for years. Nothing has moved forward. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria that there's going to be a complete change of the political structures and there's going to be a political revolution for prosperity. Baba Tinubu said that there's renewed hope coming and there's prosperity. This brother confirmed it. He said he chose Shetima because it's for prosperity to come to Nigeria, for Nigeria to move forward. It is no longer an issue of choosing people anyhow. Just like I said before, we know the people that have been causing problems in Nigeria. These people are not, they are not supposed to get close to politics anymore. They are not supposed to get close to any political appointment anymore. They cannot do it. Over the years, let us begin to look at the failures of these people for years. Anytime they put them in politics or put them in political position, Nigeria has not been working. This is the first government that is going to bring development. Yes, it's Baba Tinubu that is going to lead it. And just like he led Lagos, today, young people are leading the country. Fashola was there, Ambode was there, now Sowolu is there. Many young people are going to take over. That's how it is, because the standard has been set. The system has been put in place. That is what Baba Tinubu is coming to do in Nigeria. Are you getting me now? He made the right choice.
Yes. If that vice when he choose is for the country to move forward, let there be peace. And the country will move forward.
You see that? The country will move forward. Let me block all this Umuokoko then. Can you see? Can you see all these people, all their comments? They are telling me, oh, Nsima, you collect your money, collect your money. Everything about them is money. Everything about them is money. The same thing. Emefiele did the same thing. Money, 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 money. Everything about them is money. They are not talking anything important. It's money. When somebody do something, they say it's money. Nsima have collected money. Bunch of criminals. You think I'm in your category?
Tinubu is not a tribal man. That's the greatest thing when make me like him. He will carry everybody along.
You see, he will carry everybody along. Even as I'm talking now, Baba Tinubu will come and will unite the country. He's going to be the one to unite the country.
Go Yoruba, Hausa, Calabar, everybody. Bendel, he will carry them along. Chop and chop. Joe Ibokwe, is Igbo man, he did Lagos.
Exactly. He began to mention names. Can you mention any Yoruba man in Anambra politics? In Anambra, this thing? Can you mention any Yoruba man there? Can you mention any Akwa Ibom man in Anambra? No.
How many one can go to Secretariat? Igbo people are chopping there. Hausa are chopping. Fulani are chopping. Yoruba are chopping.
You see that? This is his own reason for supporting Baba Tinubu. Now, any reasonable person that supports Baba Tinubu talks about Baba Tinubu's competency, talks about Baba Tinubu's track records, talk about his capacity, talks about the team of people that are working with Baba Tinubu. Those are the people, any reasonable persons. But when you listen to all this Biafra, Obi idiot, all they talk about is age and health. But we have had people in government, even as we speak, that have not helped with their age, they have not delivered. Obi, as a 55 years man, governor of Anambra, he did not do anything. Abia State governor, he has not done anything, but he's young. He's in good health. Look at the comment. See the comment. See the comment. He says, show any person that is saying good about Tinubu. You are just listening to one. You are just listening to one. There are so many people, but I don't have the time now because my time is up. Are you getting me now? My time is up because I need to run. I need to run. Are you getting me now? You are just listening to one and you're asking me, show me somebody that is saying anything good. Everybody that knows anything, covenant, politics, it can tell you the truth. Are you getting me now? Obi is an opportunist. Obi is an opportunist. Anybody supporting Obi, they are all opportunists, and we know them. We know who they are. I don't have time. Hello, your name and where are you calling from? Hello, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, where are you calling from? China.
Obefi, oh, sorry, go ahead.
The person is asking you to show one person that's supporting you. Tell him that tell the person that I'm from Anambra, I support 150%.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes, that I support 120% because Tinubu is a man of the people. See, when God brings somebody, people always fight for that person. People fight that to bring that person down. See, I thank God that we. If not, Nigeria will cry. But because it's destiny that he will be the president, that is why we enjoy.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. Okay, this is Obiefi calling us. Did you hear Obiefi calling now? He said he's the one. You understand me? He said he's supporting Baba Tinubu as well. Somebody said that, let me read the comment. I think this comment is important. He said a guy was arguing that Tinubu would die before election. He said he's too old to run. Mind you, the guy passed away 2 nights ago. I was telling them, they agree with me that Baba Tinubu is the best, but they say his age and health. I just told them that, what about the PDP governorship candidate in Abia State that just passed? He was 60-something, 62 or 61 or thereabout, or 50-something. He just passed in Abia State. You don't know when you are going to die. That is not the issue of health, is not even a problem. Governance have nothing to do with age. You see that? So you are just deceiving yourself. Somebody that have good track record before, that have done something before, will definitely do it again. That is why we are supporting Baba Tinubu. Hello, your name and where are you calling from? Please, just 2 minutes, because I don't have time.
Okay, my name is Cletus, and I'm calling you from Germany.
Yes, please go ahead.
I really want to say a very big thank you for the eye-opening and also for standing for the truth. And I also want to use this medium to appreciate that man in that video that you're playing in the background, even though I don't know him.
Mm-hmm.
This man is among the Igbos that stands for truth.
Yes.
And quality of whatsoever that is going to go on. And I think Nsima, I think Nigerians, I think we are about to make the mistake of our life if we elect Peter Obi. We are about to make the mistake of our life. And I hope that we don't make the mistake, because if we make that mistake, then Nigeria is gone. That's my contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I salute you. Thank you. Obi can't even win his word, let alone winning election. I'm not saying this to tell you that Obi is going to win election. Obi cannot win election. We are just telling, I'm just trying, there's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. Everybody that know me that there's a reason why, anytime I say something, there's a reason. Because there's consequences. It's not going to be like before. Let me put something on the screen. How many of you remember this? This was in 2013. 2013, when Ojukwu, their supreme leader, when Ojukwu raised the hand of Peter Obi up in Abga, and these were the promises of Peter Obi. Peter Obi said, I will not only remain in Abga, I will die for Abga. Is Peter Obi in Abga today? No. That means Obi is a failure. That means Obi is a what? A failure. You guys know me now. Me, I always tell you the truth. These are the promises that he made to Ojukwu. He can't even keep to it. Are you saying it? He said, the day I quit Abga is the day I will quit politics. Today, Obi ran from Abga to PDP, from PDP to Labour Party. Abga made me what I am today. Abga is like a movement. I have enough funds to last me outside politics any day I decide to leave Abga, which I have made up my mind never to leave. Igbos don't need Abga in Aso Rock for them to achieve their aims. Abga is the identity and the reflection of the Igbo man. No Anambarian should vote for PDP. You see that? PDP is a party alien to Igbos. This was a statement from Peter Obi. So I will leave this with you for you to judge for yourself. But you should, if you understand this, nobody with human sense, nobody with correct brain who is going to present anybody Obi to me, because I know that Obi is a failure. Are you getting it now? It's as simple as that. That is why I've been asking them, come and challenge me. Come and debate me. Nsima is here to debate anybody, any Obi, anybody supporting Obi. I have been telling them, come and debate me. 16 days to go. 16 days to go. None of them have been able to debate me. Obi have not been able to condemn the atrocities of IPOB. Obi have not been able to condemn the policies of Emefiele, his brother. Obi is a failure. Can you see it? I have just posted it. If you want to screenshot it and share it to them. Because anything we say, we know what we are saying. I'm saying this to let you know that Obi cannot go anywhere. But do you know the consequences? Obi is bringing suffering, and consequences to his brothers in the southeast. That is why I'm sharing this story, and that is why I'm reminding them of what happened in before. You know, with Agui Ironsi and Azikiwe, how they betrayed everybody and went and formed a partnership with Fulani. The same Fulani today that they are blaming and say is the cause of Nigeria, is the problem of Nigeria. Why is not? Are you getting me now? So we understand what is going on. And I'm saying that what Peter Obi and these IPOB criminals are doing will have consequences in the future. And we are going to start now to begin to judge. Anybody that have a political position in Nigeria, we must check you up. We must know where you are from. We must know your tribe, because we need to be collecting the data. If you have failed us so many times, you don't deserve to get any political office in Nigeria, because we cannot continue this way. We need change. Nigeria is the best place to be, is the best country in the world, is the giant of Africa. But today has failed because of the bad leaders, because of leaders that do not have passion for the people. Today, Baba Tinubu is coming to change that narrative. It is a political revolution, and that is why I'm supporting Baba Tinubu, because he's a man for the job. He has never failed before. He will not fail us. Baba Tinubu have never led Nigeria, has never governed Nigeria. This is the best opportunity that we have, and that is why I'm supporting Baba Tinubu. Whether I sleep and wake up, anywhere I sleep and wake up, I will still support Baba Tinubu. I will never make mistake to support any other person than Baba Tinubu. Understand me? Because it's the man for the job.
Today, you don't start the work of rebuilding hope. So far, so good. He is the best. But Tinubu, I see what you Jagaba with Kashim Shettima for a better Nigeria. But Tinubu, I see what you Jagaba with Kashim Shettima for a better Nigeria. But Tinubu, I see what you Jagaba with Kashim.
Is the best man for the job. So I want to say thank you very much, guys. I have a few minutes to run. The time is up. Understand that Baba Tinubu is the one that is going to bring prosperity. Baba Tinubu is bringing renewed hope to Nigerians. We are the giant of Africa. Nigeria is the best place to be. And Baba Tinubu is bringing that dignity to Nigeria again. And that is why today he has made the right choice by choosing Shettima. Is the right choice, because now we know the cause of the problems. We are not going to be making decisions by just talking. We need to look at the available data, historical data, and understand where the problems of Nigeria is coming from, so that we cannot make that mistake again. That is why the team that Baba Tinubu have, the people working in the team of Baba Tinubu are expert engineers, doctors, lawyers, intelligent people that are going to deliver governance to Nigeria, people that have compassion for people. And that is why we know that Baba Tinubu presidency is going to bring prosperity, is a renewed hope, is bringing salvation to the people of Nigeria. I salute you. If you have not made your mind yet, if you have not decided, I want you to know that Baba Tinubu is the best man for the job. Therefore, go out there, campaign for Baba Tinubu, go out there and support Baba Tinubu, because he's the man for the job. Don't allow people to confuse you with stories that does not with propaganda. Baba Tinubu is the man for the job. He's the best man for the job. And I can guarantee you that it's going to bring change and development to Nigeria. Stay blessed until I come your way next time. Of course, you know my name. My name is Akparawa Nsima, the first son of Idu. I'm from Akwa Ibom. Our job is to make sure that we continue to fight in order to bring peace, development, protection, and to continue to defend our land. Stay blessed, and bye for now, guys. Bye-bye.
Today, you don't start the work of rebuilding hope. So far, so good. He is the best. But Tinubu, I see what you Jagaba with Kashim Shettima for a better Nigeria. But Tinubu, I see what you Jagaba with Kashim Shettima for a better Nigeria. But Tinubu, I see what you Jagaba with Maybe today you don't start the work of rebuilding hope. So far, so good. He is the best. But Tinubu, I see what you Jagaba with Kashim Shettima for a better